Good day everyone. Our topic for today is about object-oriented programming. So, object-oriented programming refers to the concept in high-level languages such as Java and Python that uses objects and classes in their implementations. OOP has four major building blocks which are polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction, and inheritance. There are other programming paradigms such as procedural programming, in which codes are written in sequentially. Python and Java are multi-paradigm, high-level programming languages. That means they support both OOP and procedural programming. A programmer decides on the paradigm to use based on his expertise and the problem he's trying to solve. However, there is no controversy that OOP makes programming easier, faster, and more dynamic and secure. This is a major reason Java and Python are the top most popular programming languages in the world today. If you want to learn Java and Python or any other object-oriented programming languages, then you must understand these object-oriented programming paradigms, which are relatively easy concept to understand. So let us know what is object-oriented programming.
Object orientation or object-oriented programming is an object from the word object-oriented itself. So, it is a thing from real world, example, a car, a book, or a boat, or an appointment, or your bank savings. Object orientation is also a thing that you want to store and process about. Another name for an object is entity.
So these objects are stored in classes, and classes are defined as templates or the structure of data inside a class. If a programmer creates a class, it creates uniformity, or the incoming data in your program has the same consistency. For example, when applying for enrollment, there is only one requirement that all enrollees must meet, such as being asked what the applicant's name, address, age, and so on are. All applicants have the same required sheets or the files to answer, or they have only one file to provide information to them. If Anjali was asked to provide her name, age, and address, it is also asked of other applicants as well, because it is already included in a template. As I have said earlier, a class is a template. If we say template, it is a uniform structure for your object. For example, in baking a cupcake, it has a molder. In order for the cupcakes to be uniformly baked, or the molder will serve as a pattern in order for the cupcakes to be the same size. Just like in a class, it serves as a pattern in order to have uniform information. So if a programmer creates a class, he will now create an object that is appropriate for the class.
So, if you created a class, you can now create an object. Object is an instance. So what is instance? It is an entry from your class. For example, Maria Petra, Gindulman, student. So it is an object that has been entered from the class you've created. So this name, address, and occupation is a template from the class you created. So this Maria Petra, Gindulman student is the entrance number 1. Or every time you see this existence, it is an instant that exists under the class you created.
Attributes are the others contained in the object. So attributes are the data that you want to collect. The name, municipality, and occupation. If there is another instance, you will also collect their name, municipality, and occupation. So every time there are instances, you will collect their data. So those are the attributes.
If we say methods, these are the behaviors. For example, you will see get name or get municipality. So if there is someone who has already filled in the class you created, you will collect their name, municipality, and occupation. So if you want to know who the students are, you will use a method known as the get occupation. You enter, you will know the students are. These classes, objects, attributes, and methods are the requirements to create object oriented programming.